No.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, City of Justice.
Oh yeah. Oh, city of
Roll my
You
6
done
around.
Player 2 has entered the podcast.
All right, well then let's rock and roll. Welcome back, people, to Player 2 has entered the podcast, your show for all the latest gaming news and guests and pickup stories and thrifting and things. I am the co-host, Michael Peterson, aka MC Paperstacks, and with me, as always, is my co-host with the co-most,
Derrick Murkison, aka Full Metal Merc.
What's going on with you, Derrick?
Nothing much, man. I know that we've got a couple of extra voices in the building today.
Oh, that's right. We got some special guests. Who could it be?
I don't know, man. But
Coming to the
things are
stage.
a little drippy.
Didn't somebody open the door?
Y'all let
Somebody open the door.
Oh, shake
Oh,
up,
no.
man.
Get a bucket and a mop for them drip-ass teens. That's right. We got GP and AD from Call It Like I Don't See It podcast. Woo!
Drip-tastic fall.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
What is
What's going on?
What's up? Good to be back here in your
Great
studio.
To be back. Great to be back.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? We renovated and expanded since last time.
Yeah, I saw a couple of ladders. I was like, oh, they're doing some good things over here.
Is
Yeah.
this velvet?
It's a good 18-hour drive from one end of the studio to the other, so,
Yeah,
you know.
it's all good. It's all good. We got gas money.
All right now. So yeah, some big stuff happened this week. I definitely want to get you guys' opinion. I'm so glad you guys decided to come and hang out with us this week. First thing I really wanted to get into, I know you're excited to talk about it too. WandaVision.
We doing this
WandaVision
now?
episode 5. We're doing this right now.
Doing it now.
Oh my god!
We're
You didn't
jumping
say
straight
that.
into it.
You didn't say
WandaVision.
anything about doing it right now.
I'm going into
Wow.
WandaVision right now.
Hold on, I need that
I'm
wild
coming
card.
in just woo.
Coming in wild card style.
I'm coming in super fast. Now,
super fast.
I don't know if
Get
we
it?
should I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Super
Well,
fast.
I was getting ready to say spoilers. I was getting ready to say spoilers.
Okay.
So
Spoilers.
So I'm just going to do the spoiler warning now. Timestamp spoilers. We're going to get right into it, man. Because this episode was pretty quick, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty damn fast.
Wow.
Pretty fast. Pretty
Wives
So-
were upset around the world.
Did you see that coming? You didn't see that one coming, did you?
I didn't see it coming.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
But let's get back to the beginning of the episode. Let's dial it back. Let's dial it back. I want to talk about the opening and how they went straight in for the 80s sitcom. And I was over here like step by step, day
Yes.
by day.
People
Fresh
we
start
know.
over. We'll make it better.
Second time
around.
Oh
The-
man.
Their attention to detail, like they even had those, those like those floodlights they used to give people in the 80s to give their hair that
Yeah.
glow. You know what I mean? Those top lights. I was like, no,
Yep.
they didn't do it with the lighting though. With the lighting though,
Yeah.
Down
guys,
to the tiniest detail, they got that thing down.
insane.
This hair was fucked that whole episode. I'm sorry.
It was. I was like, girl, fix that shit. What's wrong with you?
That's that 80s look.
Woo, God dang.
Fucking wild.
But
Yeah.
that growing pains scene where you see a baby version of Vision, that was weird looking, man.
Yeah, that was
I was
hilarious.
cracking up. I
Yeah.
laughed. I laughed so hard. I saw Baby Vision.
Same here, dude.
But-
If I see that baby, I'd have thrown him out. I'm like, no, that's not mine. That's not not my
who that
baby.
is.
Imagine how many people were
All right,
confused.
the
They were just
baby.
like, he was born an adult, though.
Yeah, move over, Baby Yoda. It's time for Baby Vision.
Right, baby vision.
No.
Baby
Baby
Vision.
Yoda. Baby Yoda's gonna win that battle, bro.
I don't know, Baby Vision.
Baby
just
Vision ugly.
Ass right through Baby Yoda.
Ugly as fuck.
I know. They just took a regular ass baby and like just pasted his face over it.
I saw that baby picture. I was like, you need to grow up right now. Right now. You.
Yeah, I was
Oh
gonna
my
say.
God.
I was gonna say Baby Vision with baby fat. Can't do it.
Mm-mm.
Can't do it. Little Baby Vision, chunky cheeks.
Eh. No.
But yeah, no, the episode went really well. Now, this was, I mean, it's definitely been hinted at that their friend, what's their friend with the black hair? What's her name?
Agnes.
Agnes.
It's been
Agatha.
hinted at, it's been hinted that she knows what's up. Because
Yeah.
the whole warning she gave in the previous episode, and then the kids aging up right in front of her. So even though
Yeah.
Vision is still hiding his face, I don't think he really needs to in front of her.
Yeah,
Right.
And, you know, she comes in doing her thing like, hey, do you want to take that again? Because Vision told me I didn't want to watch the kids, but
Dude,
that's not in
the
the script.
tone
Right.
when that happened
Yeah.
just switched so
Yeah.
quick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I thought she was about to throw her out. I was like, oh shit, girl, watch your mouth. God
Yeah.
dang.
So that whole thing happened. Then the kids went from babies to 5, just blow.
Yeah.
We 5 now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
To
that's
10,
when they,
yeah.
yeah. And then when she said, you can't take care of a dog until you're 10, they're like, word? All right, then. And then they
Right.
just became 10.
Yeah.
It's just, all right,
Instant.
instantly. So, and a lot of this was done in front of Agnes. So, I mean, I already had a theory about Agnes, and I'm going to talk about that in a second.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
then Vision's at work, right?
Mhm.
And they're
Ooh.
getting on the internet for the first time in the 80s. That's lots of fun. Like that little dial-up noise, that was good
Yeah.
times.
Good call back there. I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopping on the internet so the teacher don't call home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that email came through straight from Sword, right? And Vision reads it. They all read it kind of in unison, which was creepy. And then he does his little vision powers on his friend, and this friend's like, oh my God, help me. I got family. Where's my phone?
She's in my head. Fuck.
That shit was...
Right.
But
That
they
was
don't.
insane.
It doesn't specify who's in his head, which I thought
Yeah.
was
No.
Yeah, you know, good point, Derek. Good point.
Yeah.
And then he kind of zaps the guy back. That acting, by the way.
Good. Really spot
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spot on acting there.
I mean, that made my chest tight. I was like, oh, I feel for this guy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
But
They're
I
all
wonder why. I wonder why Vision put him back in though.
I mean, probably
Good.
because leaving him in that panic state wouldn't have fixed anything at that point. He was
No.
still trying to piece
Right.
together what was going on. I think
Mhm.
it's akin to just putting somebody back to sleep when they wake up with their leg cut off, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ah!
Shit, my leg! I'm sorry.
My
Let me-
bad, my bad.
I get you. I didn't
Get
I
the
didn't
Steezer,
sew it
get
up
the
yet.
Steezer.
Yeah,
Get
I
the
didn't.
Steezer. Put it back on him.
Yeah,
He's not ready to wake
it's
up.
still bleeding and everything. I didn't even solder it. I didn't put no leeches on it. Come on now.
Because the way they
Corbin, I ain't got no fire. I ain't got no leeches. I ain't got no stitches. Corbin.
My leg! My man, come in!
I
Why
just
just guys
quit.
gotta bring up the Tucker already? God dang it.
Because man, the Tucker is popular, man.
I can't
Oh my
help
God.
it. I can't help it. I gotta bait you, AD, like all episode
Bait me
long.
into
I gotta get these impressions.
Hey, don't you worry, man. Don't worry. It'll come out. It'll come out. Just give it some time. Just give it some time. Okay?
So yeah, man. Vision confronts Wanda at the end of the episode, and she tries to roll up them credits. He's like, "Man, fuck them credits. You gonna tell me what's up?"
Right.
Vision like, nah, we gonna argue through these credits. Whatever. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Now I'm skipping ahead a little bit. I should mention that Sword figured out a way to they figured out a way to get a drone into that world by leaving it an 80s drone so it wouldn't change. And then that big dick military guy came in like, oh, fire missiles. Like this motherfucker.
Oh, man. This dude here, yeah.
I mean,
Have you
aren't we
never
past
seen that doesn't work?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And that's such a movie trope. Does the real military act like that? Do they have soldiers like, what, sir? I didn't know we were armed. Like, they should all be
Right.
on the fucking same page. That's unprofessional,
Exactly.
sir.
Yeah.
That's how you almost got shot by your own dudes. Wanda come out on fire. She come out like, motherfucker, if you keep fucking with my TV show,
Fucking up my
Put on the-
ratings, man.
when you take your next shot of whiskey, you gonna look like a sprinkler, I swear to God.
She put on the illest quick commercial though. Hold on. Put this commercial on real quick. Let me go deal with these guys. Lagos your ass okay.
That's right. The quicker picker-upper.
Oh, you get
So-
The thing
to
is, those
pick up
paper
the blood.
towels were terrible. They
Yeah.
barely picked up anything.
I know.
Dude,
if
they
you-
pushed all the liquid off the table. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
It's not doing anything. It's pushing the liquid. Oh my god.
So
Y'all
again,
know what, y'all know
of
what
note-
Lagos mean, though, right?
what's
Yeah,
Lagos
that
mean?
was,
The place that happened on Civil War, Captain America, where she killed those people.
Lagos was
Well, not killed,
the
but-
town in Africa where she moved the bomb up to the building and it
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
blew up. Yeah. Which I'm gonna push that aside. I got thoughts on that, but I'm gonna push that aside. Anyways, I'm gonna get distracted. But Rambo comes up to her like, you know me. You know I'm trying to help you. You know I didn't know about the missile. I live with your babies. What do you want? She goes, I don't want shit from you except for you to leave me alone. So
Yeah.
she goes back in. Now, of note, and Derrick, I think you and I might be on the same page here. We haven't discussed this episode yet, but she doesn't come right out and say, you are holding real people hostage in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which I thought was odd. I'm like, why don't you just come out and say, hey, she said what you're doing isn't right or you shouldn't be doing this, but she didn't really say why. And so when Vision confronts her at the end and he's like, I talked to my buddy at work and he's trapped. You trapping people. She's like, what do you think? I'm controlling this whole thing. Everybody walking their dog and going to the bathroom and shit. And I'm telling them to flush the toilet. No, I'm not doing that. You know? And then right when they get into the heated argument, the doorbell rings. Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
And Vision's
Who
like,
is?
you fucking made the doorbell ring, didn't you?
She's like, nah, but you don't believe me, but nah. She goes up and answers it. Now, when she goes, oh my God, I was already like, my mind was racing about who it could be. When she goes up and answers it and I see the silver part of the back of the head, I was like, she brought her dead brother back to life. No, gross. You know what I mean? And then they show his face. And who was it?
It's Evan Peters.
Quicksilver from the Fox universe.
From the Fox
Yeah.
universe. Oh my God.
And then Dr. Darcy, she was like, oh shit, she recast her brother.
Right.
And I'm like,
That was for the audience right there, though. That was for the audience.
No, I know that's amazing. But I mean, with all the rumors we have coming up with Spider-Man and how all the past Spider-Man characters are coming to his movie, and we got the Multiverse of Madness coming up with Doctor Strange. I feel like they're being so clever about how to tie all these older properties they don't have control of into the Marvel universe because they don't bought up Fox. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane what they're doing, and I'm actually like, I was like, yes. I didn't know I wanted this, but I want this.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat. I didn't know I wanted it either until I saw it. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, let's do it.
Yep.
let's go
for it.
I think the real question is it actually Quicksilver from that universe, or is it really them just recasting this role?
Right. Yeah, like
within the confines of the sitcom. Because again, we don't know who's really controlling everything. Because I don't think if it's just Wanda, then it's just like, okay, Wanda's controlling everything. Now what?
If it was a recasting, I don't think they would have chose the same guy. I think the fact that, I mean, obviously, like you said, it's a nod, but I think it's more than that. They're more meticulous than that. And the fact that if they weren't doing all this other multiverse stuff and the Spider-Man thing, I'd be with you. But the fact that it's coming alongside the fact that she's going to be in a multiverse movie next, and we have Spider-Man doing all the crazy shit it's doing right now. Right. And even Daredevil from the Netflix series is going to be in the new
It's going to be in it.
Yeah. Like,
oh my God.
Come on.
And
now.
I saw that Green Goblin's coming back too.
Yeah.
You got Willem Dafoe's. You got Willem Dafoe's. Willem Dafoe's be all like, Spider-Man, join me, Spider-Man. Willem Dafoe's is my shit. No, I'm excited.
Formula.
It's like, what does that even mean? We didn't even talk about how Wanda literally broke into Sword and stole Vision's body.
Stole the dead body.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, they had the footage from that, right?
Yeah. So now it's confirmed that she actually did reanimate Vision, and he's not just some reality construct.
Yeah, which I thought so with the whole her seeing his dead face in the previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So how long
that was
they
my
had
theory.
this footage? How long they had that footage for?
Right.
Because they like, oh, we got this here when she broke in.
That's a good point. I have to go back and review like how they got that footage. I feel like it was like leaked or it had to be extracted or something silly because she probably wiped computers. Who knows? But here's the bigger issue. Is she actually running the show? Because I don't think she is 100%.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read actually a couple of articles. I was going crazy last night. I read about probably like 15 different articles last night.
Okay, hold on. Before you do that,
Uh-huh.
I want to do my theory because I haven't read any articles and I want to see how close they are to any of the articles you read. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So I think Agnes is in on it. I think she's a lot more powerful than she presents. I think she's like a witch, maybe, or she's in some kind of coven, which may be how, because they mention in a cheeky way that Wanda Maximoff doesn't have a nickname, but we all know her as Scarlet Witch. I think they might be giving her the Scarlet Witch moniker during the course of this series in association with Agnes. And I think Agnes probably works for somebody in a dark multiverse, maybe like for Mephisto or somebody like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right? And that's going to tie into the multiverse of madness because it's going to be more horror themed. And Mephisto is basically Marvel's Satan. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, and the powers would align, the mischief and the mind control and all that. So I feel like I feel like Wanda, in her grief, was approached or seduced by the thought or the idea of this, and that it wouldn't hurt anybody. And her powers are being leached or used to augment it, certainly. But the one pulling the strings is probably some larger, darker force, and Agnes is an agent of that force. And they're using this world for some other nefarious deed that I haven't figured out yet. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
What
And
y'all
I'm going to
think?
tell you
Good
right
theory.
there, MC, that you hit it spot on the money.
Word? Okay.
Bob, tell him what he's won. He's got it. He got it.
He's won
Yeah,
some
that's what I found out. There's a lot of speculation that Mephisto is going to be introduced somehow here in the WandaVision, and he's going to be the next big bad for Phase 4 and 5 going forward.
Oh, man,
Because
really? Okay.
they might tie him from here, bring him into the multiverse of madness with Doctor Strange, and then boom, we have our new big bad guy. Because he's a big deal in Marvel, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a huge deal. And I mean, the only reason why I'm thinking about him is specifically because of the multiverse of madness and how they're going to build that as a horror. I mean, that might even be a good way to bring Ghost Rider in, you know what I mean? And make it less corny. Because Ghost Rider has been one of those, alongside Fantastic Four, has been one of those heroes that they never really got right or could get on screen.
And we're dying for them to get it right. Please.
Yeah, please. If anybody can do it, I think Marvel can. I mean, they did it with Guardians of the Galaxy. A talking raccoon worked out somehow. So, I mean, they even put Howard the Duck in that movie. It didn't seem out of place. So, anything is possible.
Marvel just does it right. They just know how to do it right.
Yeah, so this show, I mean, overall, I really love the show. I love how they still commit to the TV show format, even though they've already blown the whole lid off the whole thing. They just keep going in. It's this awesome mix of like Twilight Zone and Marvel comic book movie intrigue and then all the classic shows. And it's just hitting me on so many fronts. Like I kind of love this show, and it's so different from anything we've ever seen before. And if this is how Marvel's going to act moving forward, like, because after Endgame, where do you go? You know,
right?
Yeah.
I was talking to Kristen about that the other day. I was like, you just got to go insane. And at this point, we're all 10 years invested. I'm here for it. Yep. I think the rest, everybody else, all the Marvel fans are here for it too. So,
yep.
Hell yeah.
Because honestly, like, I was telling GP this a while back. I'm like, you know what? After Endgame, I think I might be okay with Marvel movies. I'm like, where else can they build up that kind of anticipation, that kind of hype? But here they are doing it. I'm like, well, I guess this is the answer, so I'm just going to stick around.
Well, you're not going to be never done with Marvel movies. Not the way they're doing all this stuff here. You're going to never be done.
No, there's definitely, I mean, GP, you probably know this more than any of us as as big of a comic book fan as you are. I mean, there's so much shit to mine. One day in the future, we may even see a Marvel DC crossover a la Amalgamation if they can get their shit together. You know what I mean? Because that happened in the comics.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the sky's the limit, really, of what they can do. We'll have to wait and see.
Even if they even do just one movie of that'd be tight.
Right.
Just to see how it goes, you know?
Just to see a Batman Wolverine.
Oh my God, yes.
Right. Superman Captain America, something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Man.
Well, yeah, no, we're going to definitely keep tuning in. Now, I never actually officially checked this because we always just watch it on Fridays. Did they launch the episode on Friday?
Yeah. They do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what sucks? I had to avoid spoilers left and right on Friday. The day it came out, everybody was wanting to talk about it for good reason. But
I had to
y'all gotta
send out,
give it a day.
I sent out an emergency text to GP. I was like, "Don't go on Twitter. Do not go on Twitter."
So I actually got semi spoiled.
Oh,
so
no!
I got semi spoiled, then I got full blown spoiled. So I was on Facebook, and it was like one of those little articles, like comicbook.com. It's like, oh, WandaVision paves the way for spoiler. And I was like, okay, there's a spoiler. They didn't say it. And then the next post under is like Quicksilver. I was like, fuck!
Oh.
It's literally like the next post under it.
I was like, okay, cool. I avoided Quicksilver. Fuck!
Well, no, actually, it didn't say Quicksilver. It said X-Men. And I was like, oh, well, I guess it's probably...
Oh, damn.
Yeah, shit, dude.
But this is
you know what?
Like...
I have thought it might have been Magneto with the silver hair. I was like, what if it's her dad, though? You know what I mean? I don't know how they'd work that in, but, you know, canonically, that's her dad.
This is like the first thing Marvel did, like, where you pretty much stumped. Basically, anything can pop up in your imagination that can actually happen in this universe.
Yeah,
Going
I'm
forward.
done saying things are impossible. When my son asked me, like, will there be a movie with Batman and Yoshi? I'm like, shit, I don't know, probably.
Right.
Yoshi.
Batman for Smash.
Right? I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Because he's Batman.
I remember back when like Freddy versus Jason was a big deal. Yoshi.
Swear to me, Yoshi.
Mr. Wayne, we have to do something about the Yoshi droppings in the Batcave. They're getting out of hand.
Alfred. I don't have time.
Sanitation services, Alfred.
Alfred, give me my
Mario keeps
batarangs.
stealing all my money.
I'm sorry, sir, but Yoshi has turned all your batarangs into eggs. Might I suggest chucking eggs at the enemy?
Goddamn dinosaur! I'm gonna kill that damn dinosaur.
That's what I get for letting Robin have a pet.
Happy birthday, you bitch! now he's dead.
Oh.
I thought I'm big back to the silver hair. I thought for a second it was Captain America. That was just me. I was just like, "Is that Cap?
it's Cap.
Oh shit!"
Yeah, like Cap would come to me like, "Hey, maybe you should stop doing all this stuff."
Right.
Wanda, this is not the way.
And then Wanda's like, no, I don't think I will.
Yeah. The fact that suggestion, as hype as it is way lamer than what we got. Just shows how fucking on top of their game they are.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like that would have been cool. I would have been cool with that if the possibility hadn't already entered my mind that we could do Fox Quicksilver. Thank you.
Right.
Mhm.
Like
Which-
right now.
Arguably, that one of the things that Fox actually did better than Marvel, arguably, was Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Like I thought his character was way better
Yeah,
than
he was way better, yeah.
Pietro or
Yeah.
whatever his name was. Yeah. Cool. Well, one thing I discovered today, and I was glad to share with you guys, I think it's kind of cool. Nintendo did this a while back, and so did Spotify, weirdly enough. The year in review, 2020, the stats. We got one for PlayStation now. PlayStation 4, 2020 stats. I want to hear it, man. So they talk about the games that you played. They talked about the top games you played, the number of hours you played. Let's just start with the games. How many games did y'all play on PlayStation in 2020?
79.
79?
79, Derrick? Wow.
Damn.
You got me beat. I only played 61.
Shit.
Hey.
I'm about to go use the restroom because I can't be in this conversation. God
Oh,
damn.
gentlemen, it's a video game podcast. You know what it is.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
That is
18.
some impressive numbers.
Okay, you got 18 GP? You said, or-
18, yeah.
Okay,
18.
all right. What about you,
Y'all
Eddie?
gotta laugh at my ass. I only got 8. I got 8.
Hey, I bet those 8
That's
games
8
were
quality.
wonderful. 8 quality games.
Quality, yeah.
8 quality games.
'Cause
Yeah,
I
GP
definitely-
knows I only play like those long games and take forever on them to fully get it.
I definitely played some bullshit last year, so don't worry about it. All right, well, let me ask you first then. Let's hear about your quality games, AD. What were your top 3 games of 2020?
My top 3 games, well, Call of Duty was number 1 with 437 hours.
Woo!
Ghost of Tsushima second with 116 hours.
Okay.
And then Dragon Ball Fighters for 41 hours.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
I
Nice.
still
Pretty
play
good
Dragon
at
Ball
fighters?
Fighters. Yeah, I'm pretty decent. Pretty
Okay.
good.
All right, sounds like
I
Derrick,
still get
Derrick
my
might
ass
be
kicked
asking for
online,
a
though.
challenge.
No, I felt where that was coming. I'm like, no, I still get my ass kicked, dude. Please
His
don't
heart
battle me.
started Wait, what? Tell us who? Oh, no.
Who'd you
I was just playing. I really don't want to battle you, man. Don't come on. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Not today.
Nah, you probably beat me. If it was Tekken, that'd be another story, though.
Yeah, that's
no.
true. That is your game. Yeah, for sure.
Tekken, okay.
Yeah, Fight Night, that's where it's at for me. Protect your head in Fight Night. That's all I got to say. What you got, GP? GP, top 3.
Top 3 games. Ghost of Tsushima is at 143 hours.
Okay.
Death Stranding in at 84.
Mm.
And Watch Dogs Legion is at 61.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, Derrick, what you got?
Number 1, Trails of Cold Steel 3 at 65 hours. Number 2, Trails of Cold Steel 4 at 65 hours. And number 3, Ghost of Tsushima at 49.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Nice.
All right, well, I got number 1, Persona 5 Royal, 191 hours.
Whoa.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Ooh, yeah. Whoa.
I can't explain it. I can't explain that.
Yeah, bro.
Boom, so he's ready.
Right. He's ready.
What are you doing up there?
Got you for 116 hours of playtime.
That's a nice outfit. Did your husband make it for you? Shut up.
As a matter of fact, he did.
Yeah. It's 2020.
Sweetest man you'll ever know.
Yeah. That's not an insult. Shut up. All right. Now, number 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake. 118 hours, and that's because I played it twice, because I played through casually and then I streamed it. Actually,
Nice.
I think I played through casually, then I played through to get the platinum, and then I streamed it.
Sweet.
Yeah, a lot of... And then this makes sense too, because when I first started streaming, this was my main stream game. The Witcher 3, I put in 96 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Now,
good.
overall, I probably put close to 500 in that game, because that game's like my favorite game of all time, but
Yeah, that's a classic.
for 2020.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, now total hours of gameplay. This is insane to me, but somehow I compare this with the same amount of hours I put in Switch, but I put in 1,373 hours of gameplay on my PlayStation 4 last year.
That is crazy.
Only 16 of those were online, which was just playing with you guys. I know that for sure.
Right.
that was Ghost of Tsushima and a little bit of Streets of Rage. That's about it.
Those 2 weeks.
They were the best of times. They were also
Yes.
the best of times. Hey guys, I got this barrel. Where you want me to place it?
The barrel.
I was
It was
MC,
funny, after when
MC
we
Barrel
took-
Stacks.
We teamed up with when we and GP got on that. I was like, man, do the thing like what MC does with the barrels.
Yeah,
Put
the barrel.
thing-
Yeah, the barrel. We got the barrel technique.
That's the
Get the
strat,
barrels
man.
and put them over there.
Do a barrel roll.
All right, hours of gameplay. AD, what you got?
I got 698.
Respectable. That's
Yep,
definitely
pretty
respectable.
decent.
All right.
698.
698, yeah.
GP, what you got?
I got 4,189.
Whoa.
Wow.
4,189.
Man, love that Call of Duty, baby.
Mm.
Come on now. Now, do you game on any other system besides PlayStation? Is that like your main?
Yeah, that's my main PlayStation
Okay.
all day.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I feel
Well,
like
here I was.
my time lately is split between Switch and PSN. So you win that round for sure. Unless Derrick, what you got?
Well, I was gonna go last because I thought I was gonna win, but no.
What you got?
3,705, which I don't even know how that's
Damn.
possible.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's possible.
That is impressive, man. That is impressive.
Yeah.
Because are
it
they
is
counting
impressive.
just the hours that your shit is
Yeah,
on, or that
that's
you're
what I was gonna
actively
ask.
playing a game?
Right.
I think
That's the
I think
question.
it's the hours that your shit is on, because there's no way I played Persona 5 Royal for 191 total. I mean, I did finish that game and I played it a long time, above 100 hours for sure. But some of that was like putting the controller down because somebody called me upstairs to change a diaper or some
Right.
shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Like,
So
does it
we'll
count
see.
when you're on Netflix and shit? Because if so, it makes sense.
Right.
Like my 4-year-old's like, I
Right.
pissed on the carpet again. All right, I'll be right there.
Daddy, you have to clean it. 8 hours was online, though.
8 hours online.
8 hours online.
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima.
All right.
Well,
all
I think I got a lot there on the hours online.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I was gonna say Call of Duty being your top game, I would assume. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 369 on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I
GP,
got
what you got?
112. 112.
Okay. All right, so AD wins the online hours.
I did
Congratulations,
something.
AD. That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You get a cookie. I will send it 18 hours across the studio for you.
Right.
No problem.
Garlic bacon
It's still
burger.
better be warm, but don't send me no cold ass cookie.
I'm gonna send you a garlic butter bacon burger cookie.
Oh, God,
smoothie in a smoothie.
In a smoothie form. That defeats the purpose of being healthy.
No, once it's put
once
it's
it's
put
a
into a
smoothie, it's
smoothie,
healthy.
yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Once it's blended up, it's healthy.
Yeah, that's its
Yeah.
final
Vitamin
form.
minerals,
yeah.
you'll be all right.
Yeah, you're good to go, man.
Sprinkle some cinnamon on it. You'll be all right.
Yeah, there you go.
Put some cinnamon on it.
So I gamed a total of 200 days on my PlayStation last year, mostly on Sunday evenings, which makes sense. That's my downtime. I don't stream or anything, mostly on Sundays. So that was me. 200 days. Derrick, how many days?
196.
100. Oh, I got you by 4 days.
Yeah.
4 days, brother.
Saturday afternoon was my day. Right after
All
the
right.
podcast is game.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon after the podcast. All right, cool. GP, what you got?
2:31 on Sundays.
Oh,
I think Sundays
shit.
is the best bet to play a game.
Man, we need to get together on more Sundays, guys. We need to, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, AD, are you gonna win? What's going on? What's your days?
I got 228.
Woo, what you got, GP?
2:31.
GP's on 231.
Oh, it's so neck and neck,
Yeah.
guys.
You beat me by 3 days, brother. Damn. My top day is Saturday evenings.
Saturday evenings.
Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I got it.
Those
Okay.
weekends.
Now trophies earned. This is the big one. So trophies, we'll see who wins this one. I got 479 trophies last year. 4 of them were platinum.
You win.
Maybe.
You win.
Maybe.
You won.
Maybe. 80, what you got?
I got 90.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah.
I got 1 platinum. That's it.
Okay. All right, GP, what you got?
318.
Okay, respectable. Any plats?
2.
2 plats. All right. Derek, what you got?
404. No plats. No plats, baby. No plat gang.
That's on brand. Derek's like, I'm going to get through you, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time with you. Look, we're going to have our moment, but I need you gone in the morning. I ain't making you breakfast. Money's on the dresser.
Cheetah's game is like a cheap whore. You get your ass out of here.
Oh, Jesus, Derek.
No, I know.
Hold back.
That sounded dark. Sounded real dark.
Yeah, you got real dark real quick. Oh, my. Yeah. No. Still bad.
No.
Why is there a syringe in your hand? What are you doing?
I'm cutting all of this out. It's got to go.
Yeah.
And why is an apple in the other hand?
Oh, Jesus. This is going to be the stinger now. Never mind.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Bad things are bad, people.
Yeah, bad things are bad.
Bad things are bad.
Okay, so my top. Now, okay. These next stats are just for me because I am one of the privileged few to own a PS5. So allow me 10 seconds to gloat. My top PS5 game was Miles Morales. I had 22 hours and played. 50 total PS5 hours played, 149 trophies for the PS5. I'm done.
Yay.
Okay.
That was good. That was actually only 6 seconds.
Yeah. That,
Oh,
was,
right.
that was good.
A new record.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
I'm happy you got a new record.
Hopefully for 2021 we'll be in that.
Yeah,
I'm glad
yeah,
at least, somebody of the Driptastic 4 has the PS5 and is
That's
able
true.
to enjoy it. So
Yeah.
we could clap it up for that. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh,
Good
thanks,
job.
man.
Mhm.
Appreciate you. All right. Okay, so moving on. Last week, we heard the harrowing tale of Vicki and her broken ankle. So, Derek, do you got any updates for that?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just want
let-
to real quick let everybody know Vicky's doing great. She got her surgery on her ankle and about a 6-week recovery time. She got to keep weight off that thing, but she's doing good. She's drugged up and pain is about 2 to a 4 as opposed to a 9 or a 10 when it was broken. So
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear she's doing better.
Yeah.
And yeah. So one of the things we were chatting about a little bit on Facebook this week, 3 of us being dads of young children. I heard you mention Blippi. Was that your kid's first tweet, you said? Whose tweet was that?
Yeah, that was mine.
AD?
I tweeted on behalf of him. I was just like, yeah, this is yours. Take it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Blippi. Yeah.
Goddamn Blippi.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Blippi is a guy who became a millionaire by dressing up like a goofball on YouTube and pretending to be a kid at places that kids would want to be. Parks.
Does he wear suspenders?
Children's museums. He does.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Blue and
no more
orange.
fucking watches that.
Oh,
yeah.
God, dang it.
The worst part about Blippi is I think my wife wants to leave me for him.
Ah, man.
Yeah. She'd be looking at Blippi. She'd be looking at Blippi and I'd be like,
rubbing down her neck.
I know, right? Ben will leave the room and Blippi's still on. I'm like, baby, are you watching Blippi?
It sounds like he's singing that song seductively to her.
I know. She's
so
like,
much
so much to learn
about.
It'll make you want to
Wanna
shout. And she's like,
Oh, Blippi!
I'm an excavator. I'ma dig out your girl later.
Oh my God.
That's just messed up.
Yeah, so
Oh my god, dude.
which is fine. We do keep a list of celebrity crushes we'll leave each other for. So I mean,
And Blippi's
you know.
one of hers. Wow.
Blippi is one of hers. Niecy Nash was one of mine for a while. I really like Niecy. Woo, baby. Yeah, she a fox. Anyways, whew, sorry.
You know, 911.
I'll co-sign.
I got
that.
the vapors. I got the vapors on that one. Whew, okay, all right. Anyways,
The nigga titties.
oh, yeah, I'm about to add Vampire Lady to the list. We'll talk about her later. What I want to talk about was kids' TV shows to avoid. Now that we've all, we can give GP the advice because he'll be a father soon. We're not announcing anything. We're not announcing anything.
No.
Just saying, you know, it's planned, right?
Yeah,
Am I putting you on Front
yeah.
Street by saying it's planned?
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. Because I can cut that part out. So GP, to help you out, you know what I mean? Like, to give you some advice, the three of us, we've all been through the ringer with these kids shows. I mean, AD, what would you say? What are the TV shows to avoid to make sure the kid don't get hooked?
Oh man, Paw Patrol, get that crap out of here.
Yeah.
Get Paw Patrol out of here.
Get that nonsense out of here.
Paw Patrol.
Oh my god! And it's like so subtly, like so subtly racist. It's like, why don't you let Zuma do something more in the show?
Damn.
My god, Zuma don't
Went
get
there.
no play. I'd be like, what the hell is this?
Went there.
Damn. So Zuma, so Paw Patrol, keep away from that.
What about you, Derrick? What are you warning people about?
Okay, so recently Nora's been watching a lot of Super Y, which is just a show where they teach you how to read and shit. So one of the characters is one of the three little pigs. His name is Alpha Pig. And one of the episodes we were watching, he's trying to wrangle, it's like a cowboy episode. He's trying to wrangle up some letters. And he is moving his hips so seductively.
Oh.
And I told my wife, I said, baby, look at this shit. Alpha Pig over here just swinging his hips like he about to get into some. It's like the lasso was enough, but then his hips started moving. And I was like, Alpha Pig got the moves, man.
And then Kevin Hart just busted in, just knocked them both down. Like, stop!
Right. And then the same episode, there's some little shoemaker helpers, and they're like little fairies or whatever. And they're singing a song. They're like, we like buns with white frosting. And I was like, oh, hell no. Oh,
What's the
man.
white frosting?
Oh, you know what it is.
Oh, you already know.
You
Come
know,
on
you
now.
know what that
You
means.
should have just said
Come on,
buns
you-
with frosting, but they have to say buns with white
Don't
frosting.
tell me you ain't frosted no buns in your day.
You know.
Money's on the dresser. I'm not fixing you breakfast. I have to cut so much shit out.
Oh my god! Hey, MC, there goes the title for this episode.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No! Stop it! You're not allowed to say that anymore.
Frosted white buns.
Oh,
Frosted.
oh, loud.
Off-white buns.
There we go.
Off whites.
Oh, man.
That dude said.
Oh man.
Oh, God. Okay, so
I'm sorry. Don't cut that out.
Yeah.
I would say...
We're just joking.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I would say I'm probably just gonna bleep it out that way because people can just wonder what you said. It's gonna go. What did he say? An N word? What did he say? You'll never know. You'll never know. You'll never know. So
We get a lot
always.
of mail. What the
No,
hell
Subscribe
you
to our
say?
Patreon. Subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah, for the full unedited episode. Yeah,
Right.
that's actually a great Patreon gift. People can see how hard I work. I'll just put the unedited episode up there. I'm like, here, this is all the nonsense we said. So, if I had to warn about a show, I would say there's a show. I think it's on Netflix. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. It's called Simon, and it's about an English rabbit family. And Simon has a little brother named Gaspard, and he always wears a red shirt and blue pants. I know he always wears a red shirt and blue pants because my son refuses to wear any clothes that are not a red shirt and blue pants. And if the red shirt has a logo on it, he will turn it inside out so it's a plain red shirt. He will go so far as to pick up dirty clothes if there are no clean red shirts. And he has taken to speaking in an English accent. So he's got
Daddy.
That's it.
Yeah.
Have you seen my red shirt?
pretty
Daddy
much.
pig.
Pretty much. And the worst part is like any other kid's show, him and his little brother Gaspard, which he grabbed a little yellow bunny that we had, and that's his little brother Gaspard now. He actually insists that we set the table for him and we eat. And he gets very upset if Gaspard doesn't have food in front of him. Fake food. We ain't giving him real food. I mean, I draw the line somewhere. Come on now.
Right.
But he...
Wait, you don't make fake food?
You don't make food for Gaspard? You're depriving one of your kids of food?
Fuck that little rabbit. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna set that thing on fire one of these days. My son's gonna listen to this when he was 10. Like, why did you hate me?
Why did you say that?
What did Gaspard ever do to you?
Yeah, I love you, future Ben. This was for your own good.
He might be behind the door right now. Daddy, did you just say?
Did
you just say, Daddy?
With a British accent. Daddy, what's this puppy cock you're saying?
What did you mean by fuck that bunny?
What did you mean, Daddy?
Tell me into soul, Daddy.
But here's
How
the worst
dare
part.
you?
Here's the worst part. The worst part is like any other kids show, the kids get into shenanigans and they act like brats, but then they learn a lesson at the end. But I don't know if it's just the way the show is framed or they don't focus enough on it. He picks up on all the bad behavior, none of the lessons. So he's just walking around like, that's not fair. I'm like, bitch, you don't know what fair means. You don't pay no damn bills around here. Sit your ass down. So I would avoid that show.
There is some fire behind these motions.
Yeah, man.
GP, if you don't know, man, stay away from that show for real, bro.
I gotta write these down. I'm writing these notes down
Woo.
right now.
Come on now. Now, in the spirit of equality, we can talk about if you guys have discovered any good kids TV shows. Now, I told my wife, and I try to tell my in-laws this too, you introduce your kids to the kids shows. So if you are annoyed or upset by the kids show, that's your fault because they don't know anything until you teach them. Have them watch awesome shows. I was like, put Gargoyles or Thundercats on for that kid. I'll watch that shit all day. Right?
Yes.
So GP, if you can somehow convince your wife to do something I could not convince my wife to do, just put on actual good shows that you enjoy that are kid appropriate, and then
they will get it.
That's the hack right there. Now, is it going to work?
World.
It's not going to work. They'll somehow discover it through either their friends or daycare or the in-laws or babysit. Somebody's going to show them a dumb kid show. They're going to latch onto it, and it's going to be over.
Like goddamn Peppa Pig. I can't stand. That's another one I can't stand.
Yeah, we had a Peppa Pig phase for a while.
I literally, on the drive home from daycare, Nora refused to talk to me in anything other than Peppa Pig voice. And I had to respond in Daddy Pig's voice. Just like, where are we going, Daddy Pig? And then I had to be like, we're going home, Peppa. Literally had to do the oinks after, over.
Yeah, she will not let you do the oinks. Do them.
Yeah. No, Daddy, you have to do the oinks. So.
Daddy, I'm gonna need you to squeal like a pig, okay? That's a different show. Now, as far as a good kids show, PBS Kids. You can get a lot of PBS Kids episodes on YouTube, probably other places, maybe on Hulu, I think. But PBS Kids, they actually put a lot of effort into those shows. The songs are kind of snappy. Think if the B-52s did like a kids show. And they learn a lot of good stuff on the show. And they have other kids just not acting crazy, but acting like decent kids, doing like experiments and stuff. Think of like the old Bill Nye, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned Beakman's World, similar to that, right? So I would say PBS Kids is a good kids TV show that I would let Ben watch. You guys got anything like that that's not super annoying? That doesn't drive your kid wild?
I'll just pull out Hey Arnold. Just watch Hey Arnold, dude. You'll be fine.
Hey Arnold's great.
I love the show on Netflix. It's called Puffin' Rock. It's just about a family
Puffin'
of
Rocks?
Yeah, basically.
Crack rock.
I would
in
prefer Puffin' Rocks.
stones and glass homes, smoking
honestly,
stones
it's
and
the
abandoned
most...
homes. Sorry.
It is the most wholesome shit I've ever seen.
Crack
and
rock,
it's just
crack
about
rock.
a bunch of puffins living on their Irish island with all their friends and their family. And just getting into shenanigans and then fixing the issues. And they're just so cute.
All
They're
right.
so cute.
Puffin' Rock, y'all.
Puffin' Rocks.
Puffin' Rocks.
Yeah, I know. That's the only part that's like, well.
I'm about to tell my wife about that tonight. Hey, we need to watch this show.
Watch Puff Rocks. Puff Rocks.
Puff Rocks while you watch Puff Rock. Yep.
Right.
All right now.
Nice.
Cool. Well, then let's get moving. Then we'll talk about what we've been playing this week. All right. So, AD, what you been getting into this week?
Oh man, I've been getting into that Final Fantasy VII remake. Finally, get it? Finally, Final Fantasy. Yeah,
Yep.
it's been super enjoyable, man. Like the pace of the action and the combat is just glorious. I've been loving it.
Combat's great.
The music too. Like because with the headphones on, I just be in a whole different zone playing that game. It's just so enjoyable, man. I'm like, damn, the soundtrack is proper. Woo!
Yeah, you know what I really like that they actually brought back Nobuo Uematsu, who hasn't worked on a Final Fantasy game, I think, since Hironobu Sakaguchi, the original creator of the game series, left, and that was back after Final Fantasy X. I don't think he's worked on a game since Final Fantasy X. Correct me if I'm wrong, Derrick. But they brought him back to work on the remixes and the songs for Final Fantasy VII. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, he did a damn good job. Yeah, I'm about like a quarter of the way through so far, but it's been a fun ass ride.
Let me ask you a question, AD. Did you play the original Final Fantasy VII?
I think I did. I was trying to think about it. I think I played part of it, but I didn't finish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're not getting like more nostalgia feels. You're kind of appreciating it for what it is, just like a modern game.
It's a bit of both because I do remember playing with Cloud, and then there was that other Final Fantasy that was like a spin-off of it. I think it was for the PSP or something like that.
Crisis Core?
Yeah, Crisis Core. There we go.
Yeah, okay.
So that's where my feels are with it. It's a mix between nostalgia and just wow at the same time.
Cool. Interested to hear what you think about it once you get finished with it. It was our game of the year for 2020. Like both of
I remember you guys talking about that. Yeah.
Unanimously. We just
I listened hard on that episode. I was like, oh, okay, sweet. I gotta get it.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah, and in fact, we did a spoiler cast on it, so check that out too once you get done. We can compare notes there. So
will do.
Yeah, all right. Well, GP, what you get into this week?
I've been playing Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
All right.
Messing with this crazy family.
Biker family.
The Baker family. Yeah, it's a weird family, man. I had to get used to it being in first person mode though. Because all the past games been third person.
Right.
But other than that, it's been cool so far. I think I'm almost done.
Oh, how far are you? Like, where are you at in the game?
Exactly where I think the son is having all these booby traps.
Oh, the Lucas Saul moment. Gotcha.
Yeah.
If I had to split the game into acts, you're towards the end of the second act.
Okay.
The third act will be in a different location. You'll know for sure when you get to the third act.
Okay.
But I really like that game. I streamed it a little bit this year on Friday Night Frights, and I think I originally beat it on the Xbox, and then they gave it away. Are you playing it on PlayStation Plus right now, or?
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, they gave it away recently on PlayStation Plus. And I think that because there's going to be some strong story ties to the next Resident Evil game, it's a good time for people to get into Resident Evil 7, because the same protagonist from 7 is going to be the protagonist in 8.
Gotcha.
Ethan Winters.
Is it a time span between 7 and 8?
Yeah, 8 is definitely after 7, and Ethan Winters, and I think canonically Ethan and Mia escaped, and from the trailers it sounds like Mia had a baby, and it also sounds like, just from the demo that I played and the trailers and the information that's already been released on 8, that the people in the castle in 8 are somehow related to the Baker family.
Gotcha, okay.
Which would explain why Derrick thinks that the vampire lady is so dirty.
Well, she's so big, though.
Yeah, she got them tig old bitties.
So big, though.
Tiggos!
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh man, yes. We stand for the vampire lady. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I want to be your little spoon. So all right, well then let me go ahead and rattle through some of the games I've been playing. So still running through Final Fantasy X for the umpteenth time. I finally finished getting all the celestial weapons, which so much blitzball.
Yeah.
So much
so
blitzball.
many jet shots.
Oh jeez. And those stupid dark Aeons. ADGP, have you guys ever played Final Fantasy X?
I haven't played.
I haven't touched Final Fantasy X now.
So it's actually one of the better Final Fantasies, and it's one of the ones that I think has aged the best so far out of all the classics from PS2 and PS1 era, in my personal opinion. Like 9 is still my personal favorite, but 10 has aged super well. So definitely something that if you like RPGs at all, like any kind of turn-based RPGs, I'd recommend it. The best thing about the turn-based in Final Fantasy X is you don't have to wait for the active time battle where you have to wait for that meter to fill up before you can go. The order of your turns is automatically determined and stacked in the right-hand corner. And it changes if you cast haste or something. But it's just, this person goes, then this person goes, then this, it just keeps going.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's no waiting.
Mhm.
So that's really nice.
Nice
And you can
flow.
see who's up next. So
Right.
you know exactly who's going to go and when, and it makes things feel more strategic. Now, the original game back in the PS2 era, towards the end of the game, you can revisit these temples where you got your summons and talk to what they call the Faith, which are people who turn themselves into summons to help, beat the final boss. They'll give you some advice and then you get some free items. So any classic player of the game going into the HD version, which they modeled after the international version, will want to go back to those areas towards the end of the game. And here's where the international version and subsequently the HD version is a bit of a dick. So you go back, you go back to talk to these Faith, your friends, to get some free items and some story, whatever. And then you get attacked by a rogue summoner who summons a dark version of the summon they call Dark Aeon.
Mhm.
And it's the strongest thing in the game by far. I'm talking like max damage your whole party instantly. Just 99,999 damage.
Damn.
When your HP cap is like 10,000 without a special item. So you just insta-die. And the thing is, you don't get a chance to escape. You don't get a chance to opt out of the fight. If you walk the wrong way, and usually like if you just want to go back to a village to talk to somebody, that's the wrong way. You get insta-killed. And if you haven't saved in a while, fuck you.
Damn.
So
Brutal.
Your fault.
my whole goal now is to power game and level up so I can defeat these stupid dark Aeons and take my revenge. I'm about almost 200 hours into this game, and I will not stop
No.
until I have my revenga!
Don't you
So-
let them know that added boost of motivation to just kick their ass?
Oh, I'm gonna fuck them up, and I'm gonna press the little button to save 30 seconds of gameplay of them
Right.
getting their asses whooped. So now, is it gonna happen this year? I don't know, man. It's a really long game, but we'll see. So playing that,
Best of
oh.
luck to you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. They recently released, we talked about this last week, they recently released Control for PS Plus, and that includes the PS5 version. So I've been playing the PS5 version of Control. Now, I beat that back when it came out, I think in 2018, if I recall correctly. And
Yeah, I think so.
it was really decent. I remember I loaned it to you, Derrick, and you played it too. We both kind of, compared notes on it. We might have to do a spoiler cast on that one day when we replay it. But the cool thing about the Ultimate Edition, of course, is they include the DLC. So aside from it being, just looking nice and the loading being a little quicker, I got a chance to check out the 2 DLCs I never played. One of them is terrible. I'm just going to come right out and say it. One of the DLCs is just like arena monster closet fights where you have to guard an area and fight incoming waves of monsters. That kind of, multiplayer online cheat bullshit that is fun if you're playing with other people, but as a single player, why? You know what I mean? Because the combat in that game is fun, but you get so much of it throughout the main game and the side quests, you don't need any more. Like if I actually paid money separately for that DLC, I'd have been pissed.
So
Now-
it's better off it being just a story mode type of game, no online.
For sure. In my personal opinion. And it doesn't have online. The DLC just uses online style games, but it's still single player. That's the thing. So if it was online, it actually might be cool. Who knows? But that's not what we're working with here.
Gotcha.
Now, the other DLC is actually really neat because it does add more story and, even more importantly, a crossover. So in the original game, there is one reference to another game these developers made, and that's Alan Wake. And for those who don't remember, Alan Wake was that 360 horror game where you play as a writer whose stories came real, and you get attacked by these shadow monsters that you have to defeat by shining light on them before they become invulnerable.
I wish that
And
was
of course-
on PS4.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they'll re-release it one day, but it's a great game, and I recommend it for anybody who has access to it. It's really scary, and they do a lot of cool stuff with shadows and light and things like that.
Right.
But in the DLC for Control, you actually can connect with Alan Wake, and he's like a real in-universe character. And since Control is all about these altered world events or like this paranormal stuff, it fits right in with Alan Wake. And then you end up fighting some monsters where you have to like use light and like a new boss design and all that stuff. And I'm going through that DLC right now, and it's a lot of fun. So that's actually pretty decent, and that expands the game in a meaningful way.
Nice.
Yeah. So look forward to that. Now, I gave Derrick this advice already, and for our listeners who haven't caught it yet, and ADGP, if you guys don't know, if you have PlayStation Plus accounts, go ahead and go online, like onto the internet and download the license for these PS5 games that are coming out, because once you get your PS5, then you can go back and actually have access to those games. If you haven't already,
send me that link
Yeah.
earlier.
Right on. Yeah, if you haven't already, get online and download get the license for Control right now. You can't download it to a PS5, obviously, but you can still get the license. That way, when you don't have access to it next month, it's no big deal. And then eventually, when you get your PS5, you can download it and play it.
Writing it down.
Now, does adding the game to the library, does that make sure you have it for when you get the PS5, or do you actually have to download it?
So it makes it so you have access to the license as long as you're a PlayStation Plus member, like with any other game that you get access to, but you don't download.
Okay.
And so when you get your PS5, I don't think it's going to auto download unless you have it queued up. But how long will a queue stay open? You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's best just to get the license, and it clearly tells you when you do, because nowadays it asks if you want to get the license, and then it asks if you want to download. So you would just skip that second part, and then once you get your PS5, you're good to go.
Okay, cool.
Noted. I'll write that down right now.
Yep. And now is the time to do it too, because in the beginning of a launch window, and this happened when PS4 first started, since there are so few PS5 games right now, they're kind of giving away great games. Like Control probably could have made them some money, but they needed to get something on, PS5 this month. And they also gave away Destruction All-Stars, which is a brand new game that was just released, and that's already free.
Can they give away more PS5s, by the way, if they could do that?
Right.
I mean, give out the system.
Yeah, they're already losing money on it. I'll get into that later. But let me rattle off the rest of these games real quick. Monday Night Brawl, I played 3 games because the first one I chose was so short. I played Streets of Kamurocho. For those who don't remember, that was the free game they put out on Steam. That was basically like Streets of Rage, but with a Yakuza skin over it. And it's okay. It's not that great. What they basically did was they took the first level of Streets of Rage 2 and they just kept looping it. And all 3 playable characters that you can play, including Kazuma, they're just modeled after Axel. So there's no real variation to it. And I got through it like in 15 minutes. It was crazy. So then I played Golden Axe, which was that prototype level for Golden Axe that they never finished. And again, it was just the first level. They didn't have any magic. There were some combos, which was kind of cool, but that was about it. Nothing much to write home about. If you end up missing downloading either of those, then don't feel too bad. They're not that great. And then I popped open an emulator and played, because I was just like caught off guard that it was a half hour into my stream and I had already done all I could with both of those. So I played The Adventures of Batman and Robin for SNES. Yeah. And remembered what bullshit that game was, and how I was so happy. I was thanking God for save states, because I had to basically save state so I could defeat Joker on this stupid roller coaster thing, because he kept throwing bombs at me and knocking me off and insta-killing me. I'm like, this game is the worst. So that's all I got to say about that. Fuck you, Adventures of Batman and Robin on the SNES.
You didn't like my game?
No, I did not. And Friday Night Frights, I played Lost in Vivo. Lost in Vivo is a really good indie horror game. Do you guys do any PC gaming at all?
No. I haven't done PC gaming since like StarCraft.
This one probably won't tax your PC if you haven't upgraded it anytime recently. It is, like I said, it's kind of like PS1 graphics almost. But it's made by the same guy who did Spooky's House of Jump Scares, or Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, which is another indie title that a lot of people like. And it's really creepy. It reminds me a lot of Silent Hill. It's very surreal. You start off walking your dog, and then your dog trips down a sewer grate, and you go down the sewers to try to find your dog. And then you just immediately get attacked by weird monsters, and you're reading notes, and all kinds of weird stuff happens. Last night got really psychological. I was like, if the game does this, then I think it's about to do, today's the last episode. Fuck this game. And then it did it. And I was like, well, that's the last episode. And then I was like, wait a second. And then it tricked me, because I thought it had deleted my save file and I couldn't proceed. And then I found out I could. I was like, okay, episode 3 coming.
A lot of emotions.
It was. And there was this enemy I ran into last night. I'm not going to say who it was. For people interested, of course, I'll plug my channel later. But I got more scared than I have ever gotten on the show. And I've done the show for 30 something weeks now. And last night I was like, I let out the most bitchy scream. I was like, Because the sound design of these monsters and how they like descend upon you, I was not ready. I was in the middle of talking about how much I like the game. I was like, oh, this game's really cool. I'm like, and then afterwards, I was like, yeah, so the game is pretty good. I'm enjoying myself. Help me. So it was only like $12 or $13, and it is so worth it so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's very creepy, and I recommend it for anybody who's a fan of horror. I know, GP, you're more of a fan of horror. 80, you don't get down with horror so much, do you?
No.
you and Derrick, yeah. Or like, nah, we're good.
Yeah. Like Last of Us, it was a challenge for me to get through Last of Us 2, dude. I was shitting my pants every night.
Oh, you're...
Yeah, don't do that right now, bro. Oh my god, don't do that on me right now, bro. Oh my god, and then the bloaters come around like
Or the Rat King. The Rat King can fuck right off.
Oh my god,
that thing was so gross.
Yeah.
That shit
When
was
he come out of that
disgusting.
bus, man, was crazy. Yeah.
Yo,
oh my goodness, dude, heart attack every night.
you ever have a boss or a monster that's so scary you forget that you can do certain things in the game? Somebody was like, turn off your flashlight so he won't see you. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
Oh, why did nobody tell me that? Oh, shit.
Yeah, somebody was
with the light in his eye like,
Yeah, and he's like, I found you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yo, that definitely happened because I was like, I forgot I could throw like, the fire bottles and stuff, like the bricks.
All you're thinking about is please don't die, please don't die.
I'm just running and tripping over shit every. Oh yeah,
right.
don't do the horror.
Yeah. The last game I played this week is called Cyber Shadow. It's the most recent game produced by Yacht Club Games. They're the guys that did Shovel Knight. And I found out Yacht Club didn't actually develop this game. It was developed by one guy named Arne Hunziker, who hails from Mechanical Head Studios. And Yacht Club offered to produce the game for him. And Cyber Shadow is just like Ninja Gaiden or like your classic NES style ninja game. You know what I mean? And it's really tight. The music's really good. The platforming is tight. It's tough. It's really tough. Like you'll see me restart certain sections over and over again. The checkpoints are just far enough where you're like, that's bullshit. But I mean, it invokes those old classic feelings. And the cool thing about it being produced by Yacht Club Games is they made amiibos for Shovel Knight. And the amiibos actually work in this game. What they do is they add temporary robot familiars. So a little Shovel Knight will follow you around and occasionally dig up gold or health for you. Or Spectre Knight will come in and change your outfit and throw scythes at people, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to be playing that. It's a short game. I doubt I'm going to be playing it for too many more episodes. But catch me this week, definitely on Tuesday and Thursday. I'll be playing that. And that is it for me this week. So I think it might be time to, busy week. It might be time to launch into some gaming news. This episode is going to be long.
Fucking girthy.
Long,
We apologize.
strong,
We
down
are
to get the
sorry.
friction on. Well, it's a good thing things are drippy, so.
That always
way-
happens, Last
way-
time when we met up, it kind of went overboard.
Yeah. I feel like we did a whole episode just when we were doing our notes, like pre-recording. I'm going to have to release that on the Patreon.
Right.
All right, well, let's get right into it then. So, NetherRealm, the developers of Mortal Kombat, recently banned a tourney player for criticizing them. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Yeah. So, Titanium Tigers, with 2 Z's, was banned for being disrespectful. It caused a bit of drama because he was banned mid-competition, and the commentators on the Twitch stream were like scrambling to try to explain it while they were having producers in their ear. And they were just landing with like, oh, it sounds like Titanium Tigers will be forfeiting the match and we're moving on. You gotta be respectful. And they didn't really know what was going on either. And nobody told the player at the time what was up. He was even competing for a few minutes off stream before he was notified and removed.
Wow.
Now, later on, he did find out why he was banned, and it was because of his custom character name for his Shiva moveset. So for those who don't know, in Mortal Kombat, you can create custom movesets for your characters and name the moveset, and that's what shows up under your character name. He named his Why Did NRS Do This? And it was in reference to the fact that Shiva is kind of a broken character with her stomp down move and how she's really hard to counteract. And it was more of a cheeky, like, why would they do this? This is so easy for me type of thing. But they took offense to it and they banned him for calling out the broken moveset. It is trash.
That's lame.
And It's the Streisand effect, because, of course, hashtag why did NRS do this has been trending on Twitter. and the thing is, like, they didn't even ask him to change the name or offer to, because he would have done it. He'd be like, I'll change the name.
Yeah, they just boot him out like that? That's messed up.
Yeah. No.
This man money.
Exactly. And to me, the way they made it sound, like, I don't think that's disrespectful or even malicious. It's a tongue-in-cheek joke about imbalance in a video game. Calm down. So yeah, they've been getting a lot of shit for that, rightly so. And other news, another cool thing that happened this week, the final secret in Nier Automata has been discovered by player Lance McDonald while he was reverse engineering the game. Now, Lance is the same guy that discovered secrets in games like PT. He's one of those data miners, like data miners found in the game, blah, 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 blah. Right. Anyways, almost 4 years after the game's release, it was discovered that if you hold R2 down on the controller after beating the first boss in a certain spot in the game, and you can look this up, and you press in an actual cheat code, you will be taken straight to the end of the game, to the post-credits scene, a scene you can't see unless you beat the game multiple times, as well as unlocking the chapter select feature and some debug features. Just busting the game wide open.
Damn.
And this isn't the first time Platinum's done something like this, which makes it all the much more interesting that this was the first time it was discovered, because a similar code is in Bayonetta 2. So for those who are interested, you can look online to see how to do it. If you don't have time to beat Nier Automata over and over and over again, and you just want to, be able to access different parts of the game, you can do that now.
Do that.
Thank you, Lance McDonald. All right, what else we got? Shoutouts to Lance. So Nintendo pulled a Nintendo and did a total Nintendo on Nintendo this week. You may remember previously we mentioned that there were rumors that there was going to be a live action Zelda series on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, not no more. So apparently when it was leaked by the Wall Street Journal that since someone inside Netflix, of course, broke this news, Nintendo, doing what they usually do, all hands on deck to protect their property, was like, nope. Fuck you. Give me my ball back. We're going home. And not only...
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Pretty much. They pulled a Cartman, and they not only canceled Zelda, but also a Star Fox project they were working on that was going to be coming to Netflix. So...
Help me!
Exactly. They did a barrel roll on out of there. And this was reported by Adam Conover of the Surf Times podcast. He was the one working on the Star Fox adaptation and was notified that his project was canned, I think slightly after the Zelda project was canned, for the same reason. They were just like, fuck Netflix, they leaked our shit, we don't like them anymore.
Damn.
So,
that's so sad.
Yeah.
Why are they worried about
Netflix was
leaks
burned.
like that?
Call it a lesson learned.
Your people was talking, all right, so we gotta get out of here.
You're building hype for our properties.
Yeah.
Can't believe you.
How dare you? Exactly.
How dare you?
Leaks to me.
Right.
Don't speak
Yoshi.
on our properties, okay?
Goddamn Yoshi.
The live action Yoshi movie.
Who leaked my game?
Where is he?
Swear to me!
Swear to me! I swear to Netflix! Swear to me!
I love that so many years. I love that so many years later, Christian Bale's Dark Knight.
It's still relevant.
It's still a thing.
Yes.
It's not what I do. It's who I am that defines me.
Someone told me a long ago.
Bro,
code. When you're finished, type your name.
Yoshi, don't go into the water supply. It's contaminated with chemicals.
Yoshi!
Yo, but he actually said, "This city just proved to you that it's full of people ready to believe in good."
What your city needs, I'm what it deserves.
I'm not the one wearing a hockey mask.
Right.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm wearing hockey pads.
And he's just like,
I'm not the one wearing hockey pads.
My voice hurts so much right now.
It's so tiring.
Oh my god. Oh.
It's an honor to be on your podcast.
Thanks, Batman. Love you, Batman. I swear to God, you're the best guest we ever had.
Killed in an alley.
Yeah, we know, Batman.
Would you like to hear the story?
I really don't. I don't want to hear that story at all, Batman.
Want to know how I became an orphan?
No, I don't. Batman,
Whoa.
stop.
Whoa,
No.
it was coming out of the theater
Skip.
from Zorro.
Skip. Hey, Batman, did you know that it's Mewtwo's birthday today?
What?
That's right. February 6th, the day of recording. We're releasing this, of course, on February 7th. Whatever, fuck that. Happy birthday, Mewtwo!
Happy birthday, Mewtwo!
I wanna be the very best.
Come on.
No one was ever was.
Yeah, hit it.
Happy birthday, you
To
psychic
catch
bitch.
them is my test. To train them is my con.
Mewtwo's birthday.
It's me and you, Mewtwo.
Happy birthday, Mewtwo.
It's me and Mew.
It's me and Mew.
We do what we gotta do.
Mew
Teach me.
Psychic blast.
That damn psychic attack wipes all my people. Damn it.
But who didn't cry? Who didn't cry when Pikachu was crying?
Yo,
Right?
that was like the saddest
Real
thing ever.
tears. Real tears.
Real
right
tears.
there.
Yeah. Pika. When he tried to electrocute him to wake him up, like, shoo! I was like, Pikachu, you better stop. Pikachu, you better stop me, Pikachu.
He's dead, Pikachu. He's
Pikachu is dead. Get off of me, Pikachu, my baby. Pikachu. like straight up and down. Fuck Ash. I don't care about him. But Pikachu is sad, and that made me sad.
right.
Yes.
Right.
Saddest part. And I think, damn, Mewtwo, you're a jerk. You're a
You're right.
jerk.
Oh man.
I think after that movie, I put Mewtwo when I caught him. I put it right in the PC. I was like, keep your ass in there. You ain't coming to my party. You're a jerk.
But we got some excellent gaming news in the world of sports games. Take it away, Derek, with sports games news.
Sports. So, college football fans, rejoice. EA Sports is rebooting college football. Yay!
College football rebooted. Get
Now,
hyped.
if you all remember, NCAA Football 14 was the last college sports game to be released on consoles. Came out on 360 and PS3.
See,
EA Sports is reviving it under the name of EA Sports College Football, which leads me to believe that NCAA will not be affiliated with it. And one of the big things surrounding this amongst collectors is the value of NCAA 14 going to drop.
no.
Because there's a new college sports game. And yes, my answer would be no as well, because one, the NCAA name is not on it. Two, the new game has to be good, and with the recent Madden releases, it most likely will not be.
Yikes. Ouch. It'll probably
And-
sell well, though.
Oh no, it'll sell bundles, oodles and noodles. Like it's gonna
Print that money.
yeah.
We're gonna print that money. Yeah. Wanna print some money.
But yeah, like me being a reseller, I'm like, oh, I hope the price doesn't drop on that game because I'm finding that shit for pennies.
Nah, collectors.
And I sold.
need that.
I sold my last copy. I think for $150, man.
Woo! Come on now.
Crazy money.
Nice.
But yeah, that's so the rumor mill is saying it's going to come out around 2023. So be on the lookout for that. I never really played the games myself, but I hear that they were basically they didn't really use the players' likenesses, or they didn't use the players' names, but they had their likenesses, and you had to make up names and shit like that. So it wasn't the actual players you were playing with, but it seems like they're going to do the same thing here. I don't know how all this works, all this licensing shit. I don't know if the players are going to get paid at all or anything, or if EA just found a loophole, which is probably what they did. To be honest. But
We got it. We got these bastards.
All you players play Star Wars, then we got you.
right. Yeah, hell yeah. But in other sports news, PlayStation will be releasing MLB The Show 21 on Xbox. And what makes this great is that there's going to be a PlayStation Studios logo on an Xbox game case. And I just think that's so cool.
Like I said, man, I can't say nothing is impossible. Fucking Yoshi Batman 2025.
Man. Batman with a little red shell on his back.
Pretty much.
That
It's
is
happening,
great
but-
news.
Yeah, man. So MLB Show 21. That just goes to kind of show you that the running joke is that Xbox has no games, and now the only reason Xbox has games is
Because
because
PlayStation's loading them.
Wait,
Oh.
Xbox has games? They have games
Right.
over there?
No,
Well, yeah, now they do.
Damn. Shots fired.
They got
Shots
one.
fired.
Yeah, you got one.
Hell yeah. But yeah, it's about time. I don't think an MLB game has been on Xbox 3 or on Xbox since like MLB 13 or something.
Wow.
So it's been a while.
Well, that's a big deal. I mean, I know there's a lot of sports fans on Xbox, so good for them. Glad they're getting something, even if it's got to be Sony handing it out. But, you know, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Sony, probably news to no one, they're selling the PlayStation 5 at a loss. You know, whenever you have a console launch window, the manufacturing costs are high, but they want to keep the price competitive. And I think they sold about 4.5 million consoles last quarter, none of which got into your hands. Sorry about that.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man, that sounded mean. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that. But...
No. I don't think there was any other way you could have said that. Just leave it alone.
Yeah. So moving on. But what is making news is, unlike every other launch quarter in the console's history, from PS1 all the way up till now, Sony was actually not in the red. They were able to stay afloat even though they were selling the consoles at a loss with their live and streaming services like PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus. So they actually were able to turn over a profit last quarter, and they're gearing up for what they say is going to be their best year yet with all of the software and exclusives they're going to be releasing this year. And I can't say they're wrong on that one. We'll have to keep an eye out.
They're going to get more money once everyone gets the damn console.
Right.
Like, it will happen.
Yeah. And then moving on to Xbox, they released some potentially troubling news for those who are trying to get a console still. They said that it's likely, and maybe this is just an under-promise, over-deliver situation, but Microsoft is saying that it's likely that the systems will be in short supply until June, at least.
Damn.
So if you're trying to find one, maybe just hang it up for a few months. Maybe, I don't know, come on over to Sony. There's room.
And that icebox.
Get yourself a Switch. Start playing Lost in Vivo on PC. I don't know what to tell you. And then if you want to swing over to Nintendo, just remember, because months are moving by like weeks lately, at least to me. I don't know about y'all, but man, every time I turn around, it's a new month.
Yeah.
At the end of next month, March 31st, a lot of games are no longer going to be available, and that includes Mario 35, Super Mario 3D All-Stars, and the first time ever English release of Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and Blade of Light, which is the first Fire Emblem game. So I just actually snatched up Fire Emblem today because I was like, I'm going to fucking forget if I don't grab it now. It's only like $6. So yeah, Nintendo, you suck for that, by the way. 2 things that Nintendo did that just suck. Guarding their IPs like a dragon guards treasure and removing stuff from the digital store. What is this, the Disney Vault? Get that shit out of here. Anyways, all right. Now, before we get off news, GPAD, you guys had mentioned this game that you guys were kind of watching that looked like a cross between, what was it, Last of Us and Division? Something like that?
Yes. G, you want to take it away?
Yeah, it's called The Day Before, and it's an open world MMO survival set in a deadly pandemic America overrun by flesh-eating infected and survivors that's trying to kill you for food, cars, and weapons.
Oh, so basically if Trump got a second term. Got it.
Basically.
Oh, sucker!
Zinger!
And the coronavirus evolved like 10 times over.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Mutated into
Coronavirus digivolved.
Yeah. If we don't get these
virus.
If we don't get these damn vaccines out, give it time. Shit, man.
Mega virus. Yeah, but it definitely looks like a cross between Last of Us and Division. So you can team up with your buddies. Hopefully we can team up when it comes out. Yeah. And, loot stuff like PvP, a lot of PvP, PvE at the same time.
And the developer is Fantastic, and publisher is
Mytona.
Mytona. I never heard of these
Mytona.
Developers.
Mytona.
Yeah, I never heard of them either. Did it, in your research, did you see any other projects they've worked on or anything else they've released?
Not really.
No.
Okay. Well, something to keep an eye out for. Maybe not pre-order the special edition just in case it's shit, but keep an eye out for it.
Keep an eye out for it.
Just in case.
In case.
Unless that special edition comes with a vaccine. Right on. Okay, well, thanks for a heads up on that. All right, I think that is going to get us to the end of the show. But before we wrap up, what I want to do is what we talk about every week, and that is just get into What We're Feeling, also the Call It Like I Don't See It version of Put Your Face in This! So, this week, Derrick, what you feeling?
I'm feeling East 9 Monstrum Nox is the 9th East game to release on PS4. Not the 9th game to release on PS4, but the 9th game to release. And it just came out on PS4 Tuesday, I think. I pre-ordered it on Amazon because I didn't know where else was going to have it. And normally I want to like go to the store and buy my shit, but you know, I got that notification that it was at my front door, and I was just so excited to get home. Of course, this was after Vicki broke her ankle, so I didn't know when I was going to get to play it. Aww. Thankfully, I've gotten a lot of time to play it this week. I think I've put in about 8 hours. I was playing it before the podcast, and I love it, man. The location is not as interesting as the Isle of Saren in East 8. But it's got some things going for it. The characters are really cool. You've got these powers where you become this thing called a Monstrum, and your appearance changes, and you've got these traversal abilities that are really dope, and it's just really good, man. You know me, I love me some East. So.
Yeah, I know you, yeah. So, GP80, do you guys know anything about the East series?
Not in my box. Gee, you know what?
No, I never heard of it.
Derrick introduced it to me in a very nice way, actually. I didn't ask for this or anything, but I hacked his PlayStation Classic for him, and then he just gave me East 8 as a gift. And I was like, oh, cool, dope. You know, and I started playing it, and I was like, this game sucks. How am I going to tell Derrick? And just because it looked really cheap. Like, the animation was kind of clunky, and it felt very kind of second party, somewhere in between an indie and a AAA, you know?
Yeah, the developer, their games look and play a lot
Falcom.
Like PS3 type era
games. Or even Vita
JRPGs.
Games. In fact, I think East 8 was on the Vita. But once I got past the opener where you're on the ship and you're being introduced to different people, that you get into a shipwreck, a monster like a giant, almost squid-like monster attacks the side of the boat, and you get stranded on this island. And as soon as you get to the island, which is about 20-25 minutes in, boom, the music kicks off, and then you pull out your sword, and then you run around whooping ass in an action RPG, and you're like flipping around and doing weird shit and having all these special attacks, and you run to other characters and they have special attacks, and then you get to the base, and then you start unlocking like traversal abilities, kind of like a Metroidvania where like you can, you know, do double jumps and floats and shit like that, and it just opens up. And I got addicted to that gameplay loop. And then I actually even got invested in the anime trash story, which hardly ever happens for me. So 9 looks to be more of that, but more refined. So I'm glad to hear you're having a good time with it, Derrick. I think if you ever enjoyed any kind of an action RPG, a la like Kingdom Hearts, or what's some other good ones we can think of, Derrick, for as far as like, Final Fantasy VII Remake's an action RPG.
Yeah. I was going to throw that one in there.
Yeah. So I think this would be a good one to check out. Now, it's on PS4 right now. I think it's going to come to Switch and PC? Or is it Switch and Xbox this summer? I can't remember. I know it's Switch.
I don't think it's coming to Xbox.
No, okay, so Switch and PC probably this summer.
Nothing's coming to Xbox.
Yeah, well, MLB The Show is. You're welcome.
Right.
Love Sony.
EA College Sports, yay. But no, if you are interested in checking it out, like, get it, because these games are, once they are out and that first run is done, it's hard as fuck.
They go up in price. Yeah, they're a little bit like rare because
it's like 100 plus right now on PS4 and Switch.
Although on Switch you can get it digitally for $30, sometimes cheaper. So if you don't mind having a digital version, it's just a physical one that's going to be hard to find for sure. So cool. All right, GP, what you feeling this week?
I'm feeling Demon Slayer.
Hey.
I'm been super all into that, so
that's the anime on So is that's an anime on Netflix, right?
Yeah, currently on Netflix. Yeah.
Give us the back of the box, man. Why should people watch Demon Slayer?
If you like bloody, gory, samurai slicing of demons' heads,
Ghost of Tsunami.
Like, there you go.
Right.
Ghost of Tsunami.
It's a running joke. See previous episodes.
Yes. It just came back to me. Yeah, I just remember that one.
Tsunami.
Yeah, Demon Slayer is dope.
Yeah. So is it set in feudal Japan then?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, like I think I told you guys earlier, it keeps replaying. It's one of those recommended after you finish a show on Netflix. It's like, try these. And like, I'll finish something completely unrelated. Like I'll watch Queer Eye and it's like, you like Queer Eye? Try Demon Slayer. I'm like,
Does that link up?
is Karamo
Watch
in
the
here
trailer.
changing lives too? So
Well, what episode of Demon Slayer are you on, GP?
I am on episode 8, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's
Alright.
soon after his second mission.
Is that with the demon that was taking the girls?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
after. It's right after that.
oh no,
Yeah.
don't take the girls.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really dope.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Derrick, you watch yourself. I don't have to bleep you again.
Right.
I could have
All right.
I felt that joke coming back. I'm like,
Yeah, I was like, no,
shit,
don't do it.
yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
You're
it.
gonna do it.
You
All right.
in that grimy voice.
AD, what you feeling?
I'm done.
Quick, AD, what you feeling? Quick.
Oh, okay. I'm feeling smoothies.
You feeling smooth? What you doing? Shaving down there?
No smoothies. I said smoothies.
Come on now. Quit all that
Smoothies,
shit.
damn it.
What are you, Nair for short shorts? What are you doing down there?
I like smoothies now. Yes, previously on this show, I was addicted to those burgers, so now I'm trying to work the fat off. So now I'm just drinking a lot of smoothies, and I'm feeling any new recipes I could find and get it in my fridge to get blended. So yeah, I'm working on one right now. It's got like dates and kale and watermelon and flax seeds. It's all good stuff. All good stuff. And on top of that, I'm probably drinking my smoothies while watching Jujutsu Kaisen at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that as well. Oh man.
Right on.
Yes. That jazzy feeling, just like, yo, I get up dancing with him at the credits. I'm like, oh yeah, boy.
Yo, my daughter Nora literally sings the whole thing and dances along with it.
That
Oh, that's
yo,
great.
My
that-
daughter knows Japanese.
nice. Super dope.
She's like,
yeah, that-
"Dos sweeties, going to write the theories."
yeah.
That's on Crunchyroll.
Like,
Right?
damn.
Yeah, that is on Crunchyroll right now. Yeah, so damn. I think the latest episode just dropped. Yes, it should have dropped today.
Yeah,
About to go
it
check
came
that
out
one
yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yesterday.
dope.
Oh shit. Oh, did we
Oh,
watch?
shit.
Oh boy.
All right.
Well, I gotta go. I gotta watch that.
Look at the time.
Cool. Well, this week I want to talk about a musical artist that I think got famous on Facebook, or at least that's where I found him. But he's got stuff produced on Spotify now, and he's on YouTube, and he tours. He even toured during the pandemic. He did like drive-in shows. His name is Marc Rebillet. Have any of you guys ever heard of him?
No.
No.
He is, I think he's French, but he's a goofball. He has like a whole like tabletop setup where he kind of like loops and remixes his own tracks, and he just makes up songs on the spot. I want to play an example song for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the podcast real quick and I'm going to play a clip of one of his songs so you guys can get into it. The best part is watching him actually make the music, but that's okay. All right, here we go. That's how my man Marc Rebillet gets down. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Wow.
I can't say that I wasn't expecting it. But I
Oh
didn't
my god.
expect
That sounded like the cleanest butthole ever.
Right?
Like,
Wow.
that. Well, he said it
what?
smelled like poopy, so no.
Smell like poop.
Oh yeah, okay, maybe not.
But yeah, no, he makes a lot of like fucking just like this is a song to shake your ass to, and then sure enough, man, you can't even help it. You try to sit still, ass starts shaking immediately.
Wow.
So yeah, check him out. He's a lot of fun to look at. He does like live streams where he'll have people come in and like give him topics for songs, and he just freestyles the whole time, and it's amazing.
Wow.
Okay.
And a lot of that stuff comes up off the dome. So check him out. If you into grooving and laughing at the same time, I think you ain't gonna be disappointed.
It's good stuff. Oh my god. That song's be stuck with me for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
My wife is gonna be like, what are you talking about?
Well, girl, turn around.
Turn around.
Butthole.
Oh, look at that butthole.
Ooh, my wife loves it.
Why did you tell me about your butthole?
The hole in your butt.
Yeah, girl.
It's like, did she get shot in her ass? That hole in your butt?
He said it's so specific. Look like a chocolate starfish.
Oh my god.
Well, my
Maddie
cheeks
came
hurt.
out with that.
So I think that might mean that's the end of the episode. My cheeks are starting to hurt, but
Yeah, we gotta
look
stop
at that
it.
ass.
But-
oh, yeah.
just like before, I want people to know if they ain't listening to every episode, they need to know on this one, guys. ADGP, are you with me? Where? Oh yeah. Where can we find y'all? Where can we get a hold of y'all? Where can we follow you guys? Where you at?
Take it away, G.
You can catch us at Call It Like I Don't See It on Podbean. Call It Like I Don't See It at Instagram, Twitter, and Call It Like I Don't .pod on Facebook.
Ooh yeah.
There you go.
And check out that
Alright.
cool ass artwork we got up.
Oh
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
your season
dope.
2 artwork is nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. All right, and Derrick, them sweet pickups, them thrifting deals. Where can people follow you to get the hookup on gamer goodies and also more?
They can go to ebay.com/str/gamergoodies and more. Follow me on Instagram at gamergoodiesmore and Twitter at goodies_more. I will let you know that I've been posting a lot less lately because my wife broke her ankle, so been tending to her and trying to make sure she's real comfortable. So yeah.
I wanted
That's
to
where
read
you
that
can find me.
Chicago Ninja Turtle, but you sold it, right?
Yeah, he sold it pretty quickly.
Dang it.
Yeah.
This is like
That's why you gotta
saying that,
follow him
within
on
an
Twitter.
hour.
You got to follow him. Make sure.
Within the, well, yeah.
Within an hour.
Yeah.
it went out quick. All right. Well, if you want to find more of us on the pod here, we are also on Facebook, facebook.com/player2 has entered the pod. And you can find us on YouTube at player2 has entered the podcast. So you can subscribe and get notifications there. And of course, we release new episodes every single Sunday at anchor.fm/player2 has entered the pod. You can find us wherever podcasts are played. That's Breaker, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Also, if you want to follow me personally, I'm on Twitter at Mike Peterson AL, and I have my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MCPaperstacks. Brawlers on Monday, that's 9 p.m. Eastern. Horror Games on Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. The Mainstream doing Cyber Shadow right now. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And of course, if you have any questions, feedback, stream suggestions, you want to get on the show, you want to get somebody else on the show, you want to tell us that we suck, I don't care what it is, you can email us at mcpaperstacks@gmail.com. We will listen and respond. Hope you all have a good one. Thanks for coming out. I'd like to give a big shout out and a special thank you to our return guests. One of my favorite guests on the show. I hope you guys continue to come back every year, maybe even every quarter, maybe even every week.
Right.
AD and GP, thank you so much. And
Thank
we
you
will
guys
see
for
y'all.
coming
Yeah. Thank you. And we will see y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Laters.